talents and entrepreneurs. Are you in the building, Omi, still?
Oh yeah, always. I just wanted to shout out Weom Jewelry. Always, I got my talismans back. I got the balance of earth and wind this time instead of having wind and fire. So I'm not out here, destroying things. And oh, that was crazy. They both broke in a week. Like within a week of each other, it was just like pop, 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 pop. But that's how energy be around us. I also want to, give a big shout out to the collaborative, all the collaborative minds within the Richmond Hip Hop Collaborative and everybody around. I am one of the sole entities that creates and inspires people through it. But we also have PhD Kyrie coming in with his own studio, working with Blackbird Collective as well, bringing us music vibes around Richmond and Petersburg area. Got Tyree with the Weom Jewelry, giving us a Reiki charge push to do everything that we do. And then I have the movement creative. I make cakes and lots of nice movement-based pieces. I'm looking forward to being able to represent Miss Sunshine in some of her music in my own physicality very soon. Content day. Shout out to everybody in accordance on the Eastern Seaboard and beyond. We appreciate you for being here, and we also appreciate you for the energy that you provide and what you have to take from this, to learn from this as well. Because this is an exchange, collaborative experience in itself, and we are all one. Ashe.
Ashe, 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 ashe. I'm gonna ring the bell for that before we go into this next part of our moments. Much appreciation. Somebody just dropped off.
A lot of energy, a lot of waves. I might do the same. I'm about to move a little bit. Appreciate the bells. Keep the sounds ringing. Everybody, make sure you take some deep breaths for yourself before you continue, because breath is life.
Ashe. Okay, Enhan, are you ready to come on up? Next up, I got our soul sister Enhan. She's here to hold space. She's another anchor in the crew, and she's going to be interviewing our brother. If he's, I think he fell off, but hopefully he comes back. I think he was.
I think he dropped off for a second. But hold on.
He's gonna come back.
Yeah. So what's going on, y'all? It's Enhan. I can just bring in some news real quick. It is Independence Day in Sierra Leone, so kudos to that. Celebrate. And as far as some cosmic science news, let's talk about the solar eclipse. Just briefly, we ain't gonna dive too deep, but just briefly. So it's a solar eclipse, and it's also a black moon in Taurus. So I just want to reflect on that as far as being present in where we are currently, and where our minds are, where our bodies are, and as far as reflecting and not being too anxious on what the future has to bring. Don't try to do too much at that point in time, because if you down with the chaos, rock with it. But if not, don't force yourself to trip up. Relax, take a bath if you want, and just ride it out. And if you could see it, if you could check it out, I suggest check it out. But I'm sure you'll be able to see it live, because I think on certain websites you can watch it, or on YouTube. Some people have it streamed live, pans of the solar eclipse. So I think that's really cool. But we're gonna wait a couple more minutes. Let me see. Did he come back? Oh wait, he's back.
Yeah.
All right, King Lyrikz, you ready for me, yo?
Welcome.
Oh yeah. My bad. How y'all doing? I apologize for the technical difficulties I was having over here. How y'all feeling today?
Excellent.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You know, we all taking it one day at a time. I see. You know, that's all we can do sometimes.
Right.
So what's the word? What's going on? What we talking about?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So let's take it back to when I first like met you in person, right? Because I know me, you, and Iron Mike, we were conversing over getting you into one of a show we threw. And it was like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, about that. Like, it was a nice little minute. Right when Debo had first dropped,
show, right?
Huh?
Say it again.
I like right when Debo first dropped, and like I think it was like, was it 19? No, it was like 19. I believe it was like 19. Was it 19?
Yeah.
Or 19 or 20. It was like early 20. It was either late 19, early 20. Yeah,
it was late 19.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's going on with that? What you
No,
want me to speak on?
I wanted to confirm that was your first show that you like ever performed at, right?
No.
It wasn't? Okay.
Let me see. I've been really like rapping since I was like 11 years old professionally. You know, like my mother, she always been like a real big support system in my life. You know, shout out to the GOAT, you feel me, like the big dog. Like she always been there. So when she realized that I was really taking music seriously, she started, you know, we started going to little studios and showcases, you know, because it was like I wanted to be Lil Bow Wow back in the G. Like I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be Lil Bow Wow. So, you know, I was real heavy on that, and then I couldn't do nothing else. Like I couldn't play no sports. Not saying like couldn't, like I got a physical disability, but it was like that wasn't my niche. It was never my niche. You know, I was always since a young kid like staying in my lane. Like I'm gonna do what's for me. So, you know, I performed my first performance. I was like 12 at a showcase. I had to sell tickets for. I forgot the name of the club. It was like Woodlawn. But yeah, I've been like really crafting my skill for a minute. You know.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's
awesome.
You
know.
Hell yeah, that's so special. That's dope. Actually, that's good that you got your mom as your support system.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with us.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she definitely a strong woman though. Definitely, like really, you know. And my pops in my life too. It's not like, oh yeah, it was just I can't. But you know, she definitely was like, oh yeah, that's what you're gonna do. And I'm like, yeah. So she like, all right, well, definitely, you know how mother's there. I spend my money, you gonna do it. So I'm like, all right, yeah, for sure. This is, you feel me? She bought the mic. Like she was one of my first engineer. Like she was my first engineer. Like she bought the software, and at the time the webcam had a voice recording quality, and we she hung it up and set the closet up like a booth and all that. Like she was there.
That's dope.
For sure.
All right, so then I'm gonna just get into this one. All right, so what's your best song that you released so far, and why?
No, for real. Off of my Forever Legendary album, just cause it's like a now or never type of thing. Like, you feel me? Like I'm still introducing myself to the world. Like I know who I am, and I know it's people that's close to me that know me best. But it's still like you gotta make these statements for people that don't know you at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one of them songs like to let them know, like, yeah, I really like y'all just catching on, but I really been on this. Like, and it's just, you know, one of those type of songs that it give me the feel. It give me that motivation that like, oh yeah, what's next? I'm jumping over hurdles and obstacles, and I'm knocking this down and breaking through this wall. And so yeah, that's just my favorite song, one of my favorite songs right now so far.
Word. That's called For Real, you said?
No, for real. It's
No,
called
for
No,
real?
For Real. Yeah, it's like, we talking, it's like, nah, for real. So it's just like that, just to, you feel me? Because and that's the thing, when I make music, I like to be in touch with the fans, like, or the supporters, or the family, or my family. Like, I want you to feel like we having this conversation. So when you listen